Alright, thank God for that. Let's actually have some peace and quiet now.
5
What?
seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Gonna make a new button on Stream Deck 1 sec. What is it called? Toggle
Okay.
something or other.
Predictions: Wraith King, Spirit Breaker, first 2 bans.
Wraith King seems to be banned every single time, and I played him recently, and
Yeah.
I still think he's ridiculous.
I've heard people are really mad about how like good OD is now
Team ban.
on like Reddit.
I
Like,
don't.
the general
Maybe.
consensus. The general consensus seems to be that he's really strong.
Yeah, I think he is.
What's he at on a pro tracker?
Dire team ban.
Obviously, it's not representative of us. I'm just curious. Oh, I tried Devourer. It doesn't show up because it's Destroyer now, isn't it? God damn it.
Oh,
That's so
did
annoying.
everyone hear that? Like, JRX screenshot sound. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't think it would make a sound.
Remaining.
Oh, Abaddon is in
Didn't
top
mean
10.
Karen.
Remaining.
It's in top 10 win rates on Pro Picker right now. Oh yeah.
Nice. They actually banned Witch Doctor first ban, which I think makes
Oh.
sense when you're playing against Veteran, because he loves Witch Doctor in the first phase.
Team ban.
Wraith King,
That
you're right.
really
Is it going to be Spirit Breaker? That was your prediction.
Dire team ban.
No,
Oh,
Bloodseeker,
it's not
because it's
Bloodseeker.
against Ollie.
The first place is Spirit Breaker now that Bloodseeker's banned.
I would assume so, but it could be, who's that hero with the cool spells? Oracle.
Who's that?
Or Rubik. There's Oracle and there's Rubik. There's a lot of contested heroes that the Radiant want.
Okay, never mind. OD's pro win rate's pretty bad, but
10 seconds remaining.
he's played a lot more as support now. He's played as pos 4 in 21% of matches.
That's interesting.
Oh, well, shocker.
Yeah, you were right. You were 100% right. On the money.
I reckon that would like the new OD, because apparently you go Meteor Hammer as a core item.
Oh, well, you would, wouldn't you?
Because you just Astral them and then Meteor Hammer them.
I mean, it's a
10 seconds
Meteor
remaining.
Hammer is good even on heroes without setup, but you've got literally the best setup ever on,
Yeah,
on
because they
that
can't
hero.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only issue, I guess, is timing it, because it's like 4 seconds long, right? So you need to like. know the one-
But it scales. It doesn't start at 4. So
Right.
you could actually just get it to rank 2 or rank 3.
I think you max it though.
Oh, that does make sense. Winter
Yeah.
Wyvern. I don't feel like is Winter Wyvern particularly good against Spirit Breaker?
I want to say no. Like, you don't really care about Curse as Spirit Breaker, because usually it's quite obvious when they're about to do it, because you can just press W.
And if you're
5 seconds
absolutely
remaining.
barreling towards Winter Wyvern at nearly 1,000 move speed, she can't do anything. She's just dead.
It could be a counter pick, because it's a pretty savage combo when it's on your
Radiant
team.
pick.
Because you just Wyvern ult and then charge through them all and stun 5 heroes.
Yes, potentially.
Not sure about Darkseer. I guess it's okay with the Ion Shell. you just
Darkseer
sort of-
Spirit Breaker does like it's always been a pretty famous combo. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we
So-
played it in one of the
10
previous
seconds
in-houses, but my main issue with it is that you don't really have much laning presence as Darkseer. You just sort of
5 seconds
Well,
W the
that's
quick
why this lane. Oh, why would you pick Darkseer when Oracle is still in the draft and Jabate can pick Oracle? That's not
Yeah.
a good idea. That's a bad idea. Why would you pick Darkseer when Oracle's not banned?
It's also a hero that can cancel charge and purge W off Spirit Breaker.
You've got to take Oracle. Surely it's no question about it. If you don't pick Oracle, why would you not pick Oracle? What are you doing?
No.
It's even Jabate drafting. That's a throw. Because Spirit Breaker Darkseer's got some synergy, right? Spirit Breaker's really tanky. You give him Iron Shell, he charges in, he just trades with the Iron Shell. Easy, right? No problem. Why would you not ban Oracle? It literally deletes Darkseer's laning presence from the game. He has to jungle or swap lane. He's so bad against Oracle.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this in the past, but I really don't like Underlord in the first phase. Because it feels like it's one of those heroes that
10 seconds
his lane matchups are extremely stompy, whether it is against him or in his favor.
5 seconds
Yeah, it
remaining.
does feel a little bit like that, doesn't it?
Because like either your Firestorm destroys them and they can't lane against you because you have massive right clicks, or you just get raped by like an Ursa or like a Slark or something.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that word on stream? I don't know what Twitch is.
Well,
Don't
I think
censor it
best
now.
not, to be honest. Just in case.
Yeah, okay. So I know they're, as of the 22nd, I think it is, they're banning the word simp.
Dire
I thought they already banned it.
I don't think so.
Oh, the 22nd.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, they are banned. I don't know. Well, I better have a look at the Twitch rules at some point, find out exactly
Yeah,
what is allowed and isn't
probably.
allowed. But it's not like my stream is super popular, so
Yeah, 20 seconds. You're allowed to still say it. You're just not allowed to say it as a slur. You can like discuss the word, I guess.
Okay.
Which is interesting. I don't know how. Yeah. I doubt they really check for differentiation in banning that, but
10 seconds remaining.
well, they didn't ban Oracle still, so it's still there.
I don't understand why. I mean, have they forgotten Oracles in the game? If you're a Darkseer player, you immediately zone in on Oracle because you have to get rid of that hero. You absolutely have to.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other heroes you could do. You could do Enchantress. If you put it on a creep, you steal the creep and purge the Iron Shell.
Yes, Enchantress is actually, that's a really good point, and I think Rhyme talked about this. Enchantress is a really lesser known dispel. Like, everyone forgets, including me just now. There you go, there's the Oracle Bell.
Yeah.
Enchantress, Enchant, is also a dispel. People have forgotten about that because it hasn't been for most of Dota. It's always been a slow, it's always been take a creep. Now it's also a purge, but you always forget it. So yeah, that's a big counter to Darkseer. Either steal the creep or just dispel it.
10 seconds
Then
remaining.
that's
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
Or take the creep and just YOLO it out the lane. Iron Shell gone.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, I don't think it keeps the Iron Shell if you steal it anyway, because it's also the purge. But I'm not sure actually. I wonder which it applies. I wonder which it applies
Oh.
first.
Does
Does it steal it first and then purge, or does it?
Yeah, good questions. Enchantress is a weird hero because in a bit of a precarious state, like does have some really good uses, can do a lot of damage, can have games where she does really well, but then
Yeah.
very, very vulnerable to burst.
She's one of those heroes where if her numbers are big enough, she's very strong. And that's about it, really. Like, it's not like she's not super complex necessarily. You can do some cool gank and stuff. That's a meta hero. It's also decent against Darkseer.
Yes.
You can sort of just walk into Ion Shell and press E and you get stunned.
I think that's the point about Nyx. Any hero where you can guarantee a spike carapace stun is always good because then you can stun on command and then follow up with your impale for
10 seconds
like 5 seconds of stun. Nyx is so meta at the moment. He's, I think, one of the highest win rate heroes in Divine ever. Apart from, we're going to ignore the obvious Broodmother, right? Because she's only picked last pick in games you can definitely stomp. Nyx is really good. Great stats. Yes, terrible base damage, but good armor, massive health regen, great toolkit. The Ag Shard is still amazing. Break, huge pure damage, just everything, really.
I didn't realize this, but apparently Razor has the highest pro win rate right now.
He's got one of the highest pub win rates too. I don't know what they've done to Razor, but he's just slowly climbed up and kind of been really sneaky.
I'm like 90% sure it's the new Axe Shard.
The highest? What the?
Every core build buys it, and it's just a free Mjolnir active.
It is pretty good. You know the highest win rate? 5.6% change recently. Alchemist has the highest win rate in Divine or Immortal. That's massive.
Ross will be happy.
Is that because of the potion? Is the potion that good?
I think the fact you can apply it to yourself makes it kind of silly.
Yeah, it's good. It's 40 health regen, 50
Because
attack speed.
Isn't it a dispel as well?
Is
you
it?
Is it? I think.
Broodmother is still second. Enigma is the third highest win rate. That's probably just Ollie. That 2% just belongs to Ollie. Nyx Assassin is fourth highest win rate. Darkseer is actually sixth.
So the Axe Shard for Alch is a dispel, so you can use it to remove Vessel.
Ah, and why is Puck's win rate so high to 5% change? That's massive. Right, let's go back to the draft. So I saw a Disruptor pick. Now it's Juggernaut. Juggernaut's a very good hero. His shard is incredibly good, making you 100 move speed faster and do 75% of your damage every second while spinning. It really makes the spin hurt. And they buffed one of the damage talents for spin, the level 20 talent, which gives 160 more DPS to it, giving it, I think, 300 damage a second, which is 1500 damage, I think, for one spell, where you're also doing 5 attacks. I mean, that's a pretty good spell considering it gives you 100 move speed and makes you magic immune. So yeah, I like Juggernaut.
I don't feel like we've seen much Disruptor, at least in in-houses.
So I know Flood loves Disruptor. I've seen a few other people. Huggy used to play quite a lot of Disruptor, but he's not. We don't have that many Disruptor players. It's a hero where if you're not good at Disruptor, fine, you can spam Thunderstrike in the lane, but then you just end up getting, just killed all the time.
Yeah, it's one of those supports where well, I don't think he's technically hard to play, but he's one of the hardest heroes positioning wise because he has no ability to survive anything. You
can glimpse one person away. You can kind of kinetic field, but at that point, a fed core is going to eat you for breakfast. I forgot we had a Huggy pasta, and it was so big. And it includes me in it as well. Okay, fine. Forgot about that.
Talacto.
The Talacto is one of the most used pastas. And
Anti-Mage.
we don't even have Talacto. He played like 2 games or something, didn't he? Anti-Mage. We've seen a lot of Anti-Mage recently in the draft. Is this an Anti-Mage game? Maybe. Winter Wyvern's a bit of a pain. Nyx is a pain.
I don't think Wyvern's that bad, because you can potentially obviously reflect it, but there's also, if Wyvern ults someone next to you, you don't actually mana burn them.
You don't do. You almost do no damage at all, because so much of Anti-Mage's damage comes from that. But it's still a massive lockdown for Anti-Mage. And it means that you can then set up stun with your team. The Underlord's okay against Anti-Mage because he does well in the lane against him, I think. Firestorm Wave is still too much Anti-Mage to handle as a melee hero. The Root is very good for Anti-Mage. You know, stops him blinking. Nyx has plenty of crowd control. Juggernaut has a hard time against Anti-Mage because you need to Omni-Slash him to kill him, but you can't really Omni-Slash an Anti-Mage, or you have a very, very tiny window to do so, and he can reflect it.
At least until you have an Abyssal.
10 seconds.
Abyssal's always good against Anti-Mage, right? Always will be. But then even then, Anti-Mage can press Counterspell, be immune to Abyssal for a short amount of time. I like to see Darkseer. I want to see what it can do. It's still a massive mistake not picking Oracle. Unless they had some sort of gentleman's agreement, but I doubt it. Because it was banned eventually.
10 seconds remaining.
Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, AM's job pretty much is going to be jump on the Wyvern first right now. And then as soon as the Wyvern's gone, I feel like Radiant's team fight is fairly weak.
I think with Nyx Underlord, and if Juggernaut can get a good ult off, I think their team fight's strong enough, yeah. I think it's strong enough. If Nyx goes some items to allow him to engage, maybe gets a Blink Dagger, he goes in and stuns. You know, Winter Wyvern gets a nice curse, potentially. She could also go a Blink Dagger or Ether Lens, and then Juggernaut can just walk up, get rid of the Omni. It's okay. I think the team fight's okay.
Well, I don't actually know who plays Nyx here, but the last couple of times I've seen it in in-house, people have built Meteor Hammer Rush first, not been able to Meteor Hammer anyone because they didn't take the stun talent.
It pretty much exists just for that, doesn't it?
Yeah, like you can't get a Meteor Hammer and not take that talent. I don't think it's realistic to try and do that. So if people, hopefully they realise that this time, but we'll see. Obviously, it also depends on how many stuns.
Meteor Hammer is still a really good item for Nyx, but I think if the talent is at level 10, because it's a very early talent, you should have that before the Meteor Hammer, wouldn't you think? Ember Spirit
it's less that they haven't hit level 10 before getting the hammer. I've seen people in houses get the hammer after level 10, but they've already taken the spell damage talent, even though they were planning to build Meteor Hammer.
Okay, yes, I agree.
So,
you want the setup for it. Ember Spirit is quite greedy to pick Anti-Mage and Ember. It means you have a very mobile team. Darkseer Spirit Breaker. You've got either a team that's fast as anything or has a teleport. But again, he can be picked off by the crowd control and the Radiant, and now that is a very, very, very good pick. Because that silence and that root, I mean, that screws up all 5 of those heroes, right? You get the ult off on Darkseer, can't zip out Spirit Breaker, can't charge out. You get it on Anti-Mage and Ember, can't Remnant, can't blink. You've got massive silences, and then Nyx, Underlord, Wyvern, Juggernaut. That's a lot of teamfight damage and power. I think Nat Puck was absolutely the perfect pick here, and Nat has showed us that even when he had a bad Puck start, there was one game he really didn't get off to a good start, he still managed to be impactful enough to win the game for his team. So I think, well, we've got high expectations for you, Nat, as the immortal player. We'll see what you can do.
I'm not sure why they would pick Ember here into Nyx. It's such a weak, painful game to play as that hero, because every time your Flame Guard's on or you're trying to clear a creep wave, Nyx can just walk up to you invis, press E, doesn't even have to come out of invis to full combo you.
Yeah. Get the guaranteed stun.
Just get stunned. Yeah.
Guaranteed stun. Hit him with the Vendetta. Fire off the Impale. A couple of right clicks. You're probably dead. The prediction has started. Yes, thank you, Karen.
It's even worse now than it used to be because it's pure damage now. So the shield doesn't even protect you from the Nyx.
Yes, I mean it used to be physical damage. Was it ever magic damage? I thought it used to be big physical hit.
Maybe you're right. Yeah.
So the prediction lasts, I don't know, a couple of minutes, guys. If you want to throw any channel points in, please do. Remember that there are some channel point rewards for those of you who are stockpiling them. Maybe think about using them. Although I know a lot of people don't have 30 or 40,000 points. But anyway, if anyone wants to predict, we do seem to have 11 viewers. We've got a prediction of 10 points at the moment. How very exciting. I'm going to go down my camera list. I should have checked to see who has their cams on, but I'm assuming Deutsch won't let us down. Let's begin. And there he is. Duck ready to go. What team is Ollie on? Ollie is on the Dire team, but he is playing Dark Seer, which I know Ollie has played a lot of offlane recently because he's been playing Enigma. But how much Dark Seer has this man played? Yeah, 10 minutes is too long. Let's do 5 minutes. Is it only 5 minutes? That prediction looks pretty short. Or maybe it stays up longer than it appears on the Twitch.
Ollie has played 2 games of Dark Seer.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay, I've played a fair bit of Dark Seer, but my win rate is horrible. So, don't trust me. Roids has gone Orb of Venom start on Anti-Mage. It's very aggressive. And Underlord is just ready to chop him up. Ooh, Underlord Nyx. I think Nyx is quite good against Disruptor because you can always carapace at least 1 tick of the Thunderstrike. So that takes off a quarter of the damage straight away. I don't know why both of them are getting hit by it.
The battle begins for good.
Royce is blocking them.
I think
Does
this
take
is
the
one of
read.
I think this is one of the few lanes I'd probably take charge first on Spirit Breaker because he realised after he took Bash there and was hitting the jug would just spin him. And if you take the charge, you could have charged the Wyvern to essentially just escape the spin.
Yes, and but charge doesn't even stun when you don't have greater bash. So
No.
the
I mean, it's usually level 2.
Wyvern could stack on the jug early game.
True.
I think that's the thing about spin. You just spin Spirit Breaker every single cooldown, right? Because he can't get away from it, and then unless he gets a greater bash off, you just spin. Like right now, just run out and just spin. That's what I do. I go straight up and I just spin. Spin on them. Don't be afraid.
Just spin full head.
Yeah. I would. How much damage does spin do at level 1? What's 85 times 5? 425?
Yeah, before Magic Resist.
Yeah, but that's a very high hitting spell. I mean, how many spells do 425 damage at all, even at max level? Not many. This is Juggernaut level 1.
Blast Off, I guess.
Blast Off's pretty good. Starts at what, 300?
I think it might be 400 actually.
Oh, maybe. It's a strong spell. We've got 16 viewers, but the viewer count is really like up and down. It goes like 11, 15, 16, 10, 15. Can't tell what's going on, but I will.
I think you're probably quite happy to lane this Nyx versus Disruptor, because for most heroes, it's Thunderstrike is just so much damage over time, but Nyx is just sat here with 7 health regen.
7 health regen, and he can always carapace off. Well, he has gone 4 mangoes, and he can carapace off a quarter of it, anytime he wants.
I'm not sure what the current Nyx meta build is. Oh, there's a spin bottom.
Well, I'm having a look at top lane, because something looks like it might be a kill. Super News is very low, but you can't kill him when you don't have any mana. Bot lane, they did use a spin, but Deutsch didn't look like he did that well from it. Maybe.
Yeah, he got charged afterwards with an Iron Shell.
I mean, now that once you've got Charge of Darkness and Greater Bash, you can just charge the Jug and just run away. So I think it's now become a little bit harder for Jug.
So apparently the most common build on support Nyx now is you go Tranquils, Yules, Ag Shard. And then that's like it. The game ends at that point.
Well, you get Yules because pro players absolutely love Yules. Also, it does let you line up your stun if you need to, or catch people out of position. Extend the amount of crowd control you can do.
You also need the mana regen, and it works well with the Ag Shard because the move speed unlocks the cap.
I feel like that's the thing, isn't it, about Yules? It just gives too many good stats. Does every hero in the game wants move speed? Let's have a look. Wow, yeah. I saw Deutsch just got it on camera. He gets a massive crit in the face. And there it is. First blood. I mean, Juggernaut getting first blood is pretty expected, isn't it?
I think from level 3 or 4 it becomes a lot harder for them to do this. Because they'll have more points in Surge and probably a point on Bulldoze, and they can just sort of walk away from spin.
I am interested to see the way that Ollie levels on Darkseer, because I am one of those players who maxes Surge and Iron Shell, but does take the ult at level 6. But I ignore Vacuum till later. Some people don't care so much about high level Surge and try to get Vacuum earlier. It just depends sort of what you're going for.
I don't know if the illusions are that strong this game, but I think the main hero you're getting them on is the Jug. Everyone else is sort of meh.
You're right, but the ult is good by itself because it applies quite a powerful slow. I know it's only 1 second, but it's a big slow, which often can be enough in the early game. It's got a massive cast range, and even 1 or 2 illusions. It gives you something to put Iron Shell on and Surge in.
I guess Yes, the only other thing worth considering in terms of illusion targets is the Underlord will be providing auras later on, presumably.
Yes, you steal all the auras. Yeah, that's true. If he's got a Vlad's or something.
Although I'd be shocked that Darkseid doesn't essentially have the same auras, but...
Well, you can see what Underlord's building and go, nah, I won't build that one.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's have a look at mid lane. I haven't really looked at mid at all yet. So, Nat against Juju. It's pretty close.
I think it's...
Oh, very nice play to bait mail. He screwed up Juju big time because Juju had a bottle. He wanted to refill it. I think we need to commend Jabaitma for that play. Really good.
I don't think there's massive kill potential mid, at least not until Nat hits.
You know they can't kill Noodles. If he's out of mana, Anti-Mage does absolutely no damage to him. About 10 damage a hit. Yes, you might bring him back. Jabaitma also is burning mana. You've got the mana burn lane on the top here. Noodles doesn't care. Look, Noodles is just right-clicking. Oh, but he eats his mangoes. Yeah, I was going to say, if you eat your mangoes, you've got to use them. Doige finds a kill on Ollie, the Optimist.
How did he die? He has Surge.
It was on cooldown, but it's only rank 1 Surge, so it only lasts 3 seconds. It's not a very long time, so I'm not sure. Maybe it was a bit late. Wyvern doesn't have much control against Surge because it's only slows.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, now that once they've got level 3 or 4 and they get more points in their mobility stuff, although Tim's got a second point in charge, which I hate. But
I know you do. He's gone second point in charge at level 3, which is quite unusual.
Yeah. Usually they get at least 2 in bash.
But he may be going for max charge is what I'm thinking. Which is kind of a different build from max bash. Because it does guarantee the longest stun. Are they just going to fight? Yeah, fight somewhat. Nice bash. Yeah, they got a kill finally. And then the surge, so he just runs away. But Doige, he is chopping up Ollie. But he can't chase any further. So nice play. They finally got a return kill. It's always nice when you're losing the lane to find a kill. Ollie's doing okay. 25 last hits. It's the same as Doige.
Nat's a fair bit ahead of the Ember here.
He's, over 12 last hits ahead. I mean, Nat is not even a mid player, but he's really showing that he's very comfortable on that position. There we go. GG Cam, because there was no Sam Cam. The Baitmail doesn't care that he's being hit. He's got no mana anyway. There's still so much health regen. He uses the last bit of his mana to do a mana burn. Veteran, being so aggressive with the right clicks. Could have glimpsed him back, actually.
Ross said in chat that apparently No Tail normally maxes charge. I imagine that's probably because he's playing at +5.
Yeah, I feel like it depends what you're doing. I don't like 2 points bash, 2 points charge of darkness. I feel like because if you have 1 point charge, it always stuns for the greater bash time. So if you max greater bash, you can get it up to 1.8 second stun, even with rank 1 charge. That's right, isn't it? But or you can max charge of darkness to get the longest guaranteed stun at the lowest cooldown. But then charge starts costing more mana is the only problem, from 70 to 100. I don't know. I would be maxing greater bash, but I don't know.
The other thing to consider is more bash levels means your charge does more damage as well. And obviously you're doing more damage when you're not charging.
Because you get a bash off.
As you can bash, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Spirit Breaker's attack speed is not amazing. He's got quite a low base attack time. I mean, quite a high base attack time. Debateman, I like this play, by the way, so as I say, against Veteran. How do you stop a Disruptor from spamming Thunder Strike on you? Well, spam Mana Burn on him.
Nat's here. Top.
That's here. Oh, yeah, so he is. Oh, well, he's going to find Veteran. Or not. He wants to go on Anti-Mage. Yeah, goodbye, Anti-Mage. Yeah. Few right clicks. I think he knew Veteran was there, but he wanted to get he wanted to get Roids, which I think makes sense. You've got to stop the Anti-Mage. What is he doing? He's tanking the creeps. He's tanking the tower. He really wants to dive.
Oh, is he actually going to? No.
I don't know. I don't think they know Veteran's there. Let's have a look at the cam. No, they don't know Veteran's there.
Ember's top now.
GG's turned up top.
It's not a random mid, so we can't go back.
Tanking for siege creep. Well, I don't think that's worth it when you're only going to get about 500 damage on the tower, but okay. Maybe it is. Now Roy's just gone. It's Roy's versus Somewhat Mid, the famous mid matchup. Anti-Mage versus Winter Wyvern. Roy's, you need to be careful because Nat is here. But Nat hasn't maxed the silence. I think people don't max the silence anymore. Illusory Orb did get a buff in damage, so now it's 300 damage. Whereas silence only goes up to 280.
You know, I don't like his 3-1-1 on Anti-Mage.
3-1-1. Oh my god, that is so great. I would go 2-2-1 and then I'd be maxing the blink. I think maxing the mana break is way too greedy. I agree with you. Yeah. I remember going 1-1-1 plus stats. You remember when stats were a thing?
Lane.
Yeah, Doid's just going to get his ult up there.
He's like Omni though, yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye, Timothy. I mean, I don't know really what was expected. Ollie did use the wall, but he used the wall. He used the wall a while ago. I guess there was a bit of a fight. Let's have a look at the lane scores. So 3-0-0 on the Juggernaut and 1-0-0 on the Nyx. But the Dire have 1 kill, and it's also in the bot lane where all the kills have happened. Not a lot of kills in the early game.
Anti-Mage is ruined bottom, I guess.
Good surge, but he can't do anything to a spinning jug. He can't even burn his mana. I feel like Anti-Mage has been in every lane so far. I mean, he actually has.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's been farming.
Where is he going? I mean, he's okay in farm, but 40 last hits, it's not great, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, but you can't blame him to get to the wave faster because he hasn't put more than 1 point in it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
And now he's TP. Oh my god. No, he's top.
Is he? Oh god.
He just walked mid and
He's
TP'd
used
down.
all 3 TPs that you start with already. Not quite. Oh. He just hit. There's no carapace. There's a stun though. Beautiful stun. Do you see the patience where he lined both up? But I think he's still going to go down. Massive one. That actually lives, South.
He's being charged though.
Oh, he's fine. Nobody's salving. Tim's not again. Too much salve. Too much salve. Too much salve. Too much salve.
No carapace.
He's fine.
He's not doing enough damage.
It's fine. Really, really good play from Debate Mail.
Tim, you didn't bulldoze when you charged. Hello?
What, but now he's got to escape.
I mean, he probably had it to escape if he used it when he charged, didn't
No, but see, he got away. He got away. He's fine. I mean, he didn't get a lot out of that charge. Top net worth at 10 minutes is only 4,200. This is a very passive game. No one's been farming. Everyone's just been fighting. And Anti-Mage is dead because you have a double damage on the puck. There we go.
And the courier.
I mean, I can't tell who's in what lane. Everyone is in every different lane. I mean, the only people who stayed the same are the Radiant safe laners. Oh, goodbye, veteran. Nope, because we missed a stun.
And now the Ember's here.
Yep, he's dead. If he hit the stun, I think he had the kill there.
And he put sentry down as he died, which immediately had a kill.
Oh dear. Not ideal. Ollie's net worth is actually okay. Darkseer has a very rough early game, so for him to be doing this well, that's good. Noodles also having a good time on the Underlord. He's already got Arcane Boots and 1,000 gold. He's already taken the tower. He's having a good time. Roids, I don't really know what he's doing, to be honest. He got the full Treads, Orb of Venom, and a Wraith Band. So, oh wow, okay. He's being full Omni'd. I'm not sure that's going to kill him, though. Never mind, it is, because someone actually finds the rank 3 Splinter Blast. You've ulted Doige, but can you kill him? I don't think so. There might be another Greater Bash, but... yeah, he's fine. Yes, you surged him, but Somewhat is doing so much damage. He's got Winter's Curse if he needs it. Winter's Curse him, Winter's Curse him. Oh no, he can't quite reach nearly. Veteran snipes the healing ward. I think Veteran could look for a kill. I guess he's got to be careful. That was a bit of a disaster. You've lost the Anti-Mage again. He is 0-3-0. Look how far Super Noodles has pushed up this tower. The aggression is incredible.
You've seen now CS? He's got about 100 last hits at 10 minutes.
Oh, he is so far ahead in farm. I wonder why his net worth isn't... okay, it's still pretty high. 6,000. He's over 1,000 ahead. He's already got the Witchblade. I've seen a lot of pro players do this. Notice how he took the cast range talent. He didn't take the attack damage talent, so he's not necessarily playing right-click puck. But you just go for an early point. Juvenils, he's being chased by Juju. And he's going to burn to death, yeah. I was saying you just take an early Witchblade because it just does a lot of damage. Yeah, good stat. 6 armor's really nice. Puck doesn't have a lot of armor. Int attack speed helps. It's so cheap. I think it's 2,800.
Next Embers?
Yeah, dead. Pure damage. Greetings.
VM greetings. Debate Mail accidentally calling GG there and almost ending the game.
Yeah,
no,
that definitely was a mistake.
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world.
He's doing Ags Rush on Darkseer. I don't know if you've seen this.
I have heard people talk about the Ags being good. I really don't like it. Now, I think I discussed this with Ollie a long time ago. With 20-second extra duration and 2 charges, you can have it on your entire team at some point. There's a bit of a fight going in the bot lane, and that has wasted his phase shift, but he's in no danger whatsoever. Look at the damage coming out from the Witchblade. It's massive, the damage. It's actually been enough to get the kill. I think what the Witchblade does is it gives Puck a little bit of aggression in the early game, and you don't need Orchid on Puck, do you? Because you have such a long silence. So get the early Witchblade, just start killing people.
It's actually quite tanky. It's like 12 armor now.
It's quite a lot of damage. Nearly 300 damage. How much damage does Witchblade actually do? Is it 1 times your int?
It's 1 times your int per second.
So that's already 300 damage on a 9-second cooldown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's adding an extra spell to her rotation. Or to its rotation. Puck has a lot of int. I guess you're getting 2 Null Talismans is 10, Treads is 10, Witchblade is 12.
It also makes this attack animation not slow as shit, which is kind of nice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. Increasing the speed that the projectiles fly. That's an interesting mechanic.
Oh, Ember, I've got greedy and went for the rune. Oh no.
This Puck is slaughtering everyone. Deutsch, he's going for Battle Fury. He's going to have it. Is he going to have it before Anti-Mage? Of course he is. He's miles ahead of the Anti-Mage. The Anti-Mage has had a very tough time, already dying 4 times. I think the draft was just so good on the Radiant. Like, absolutely perfect. Getting that Puck up at the last pick, and you already have plenty of crowd control. You've still got the Winter's Curse. You've got Pit of Malice. I think Anti-Mage is... All the mobile heroes in the Dire are just hard countered. The Radiant have the anti-mobile team.
Yeah, I really don't like the Ember pick. I think it was already a good Puck game, and they didn't ban it.
Super Noodles. Oh, I don't know why you're popping ults. Trying to knock someone out of it. Okay, 2 of them escape.
Puck's still there though.
Puck's in a very bad situation. Use all 10 stick charges. Got the Jaunt. Got the Waning Rift. Just get stun. Muted. Eventually dies. Shabaitma's on the run. Oh, they miss him. Miss him with the chains. Shabaitma will steal the bounty, and then he'll chill. He does stun Juji. Juji misses again with the chains. Oh no, it was Sleight of Fist, not the chains.
Yeah, you can't hit Ember's units with that.
But that was a good kill. Because it was a kill on Puck. And that's exactly what the team needed. Anti-Mage still has quite a lot of farm to be doing, whereas Juggernaut very, very close to the Battle Fury. Oh dear, what's happening to Super Noodles? I think he's okay. He's already got mech, he's got 10 1 charges. Yeah, he's chilling. He needs to pop that Arcane Ring.
Okay.
No, or not. Arcane Ring? Arcane Ring.
Arcane Ring?
No, okay, he doesn't like it.
He just got boots that he can only use as well.
Doesn't want either of them. Wants to keep his mana low. He's going to keep his mana low. No, does he?
No, that wasn't his. That was the Great Mouse.
Oh, wow. It stops Tim in Pit of Malice.
Yeah.
Boy, he's taking so much damage.
I remember having to play against that last time I played it. I was against a Max on the Underlord, I think.
It's quite annoying, isn't it?
Very annoying.
Anti-Mage has come top, but he is on basically no HP. He is having a very, very sad game. We've got a level 13 Puck that you've got to be careful for. And he is going Blink Dagger, so he's still playing Puck normally. Will he find Tim?
Have you noticed how high the Winter Wyvern's net worth is compared to the other supports?
Puck just playing so aggressive. We'll have a look at that after the fight. Oh, wow, he's just going in. I think Metro might be dead. Yeah, Witchblade plus the Firestorm. He nearly dies very low. Winter Wyvern's hiding in the trees. Juju does find a Curie. He's just going to remnant away. Super Nils is still chasing.
Is that a mana?
Fast on wave, fast on wave, fast on wave. Just gets him. Right at the end. So what are we looking at? Winter Wyvern net worth. Well, he's been in a fair few kills. He actually has managed to get 35 CS, which is quite a lot for a support at this stage in the game. I mean, he's only 500 below the Anti-Mage, but their team do have 3 towers. He's got a full Glimmer Cape, Arcane Boots, and the 1, and some gold left over at 17 minutes, and this is your POS 5. Why is he so wealthy? They are. I think this is the right play for the Radiant. Phase shift, even when rooted. Massive 3-man silent into the Pit of Malice. They have a lot of AoE, then a double stun. More Firestorm wave, rooted again.
Okay, it's not a...
He does. That's out for blood though. But he can't be glimpsed. Ooh, looks like a TP home. But Nat thought, nah, I don't want that. Super News changes his mind.
Just hit the tower, right?
I think so.
Yeah, this feels pretty brutal so far from Radiant.
It does. I mean, it's really, really brutal. I think it's just... Oh, Jabaitmo does the zoning impales. I like that. Just letting the enemy know, you know, if you stepped any closer, I would have hit you. Right on the edge. Look at Nat going so aggressive. We'll actually find the kill. Just goes to phase shift. 10-1 charges. Tim is here. They've got the wall as well. Remnant. Oh, this is big for the Radiant. Winter's Curse, though. It's actually going to save Nat. He is 1 HP, 10 stick charges, all stunned from the roots.
They all broke the coil.
From the coil, yeah. That's what I meant. Nat?
Dan's still there at the back. He's being chased down by the last
And then Nat gets another kill. Oh no, he's got it. He's got a phase shift. Phase shifts in time. He's going to turn around and kill Tim. Never mind. Tim ults. Yes, but someone's here to save him. What beautiful play from the Radiant there. They just kept trying to kill Puck, and Puck just got kill after kill. Is level 15, has a blink dagger, ready to go. Still 1,300 gold. Went for phase shift attack talent, which is interesting when you went for cast range, I think.
I think the cast range is just pretty solid in general.
It is a lot of cast range, yeah.
I think it's mostly that it makes Waning Rift basically an escape, because it's usually really short distance.
The 275 AoE talent is also really fun.
Yeah. Oh, he's going top. Is he just going to kill the Anti-Mage?
Yeah, he's got blink.
Oh, and he doesn't use that, I guess.
No, can't find him. It doesn't make Witchblade AoE, the phase shift attack.
No.
So, Debate Mode, you got to be careful. Dire look like they want some blood. Debate Mode tries to kill Veteran, doesn't quite have the damage. Super Noodles is going to go down. He's got the full Guardian Greaves, but Healing Ward is killed. What's Royd's doing now? Royd still doesn't have Battle Fury, and we're nearly heading into the 20-minute mark, whereas Juggernaut has Battle Fury, Yasha.
And half a Manta, yeah.
He's playing Anti-Mage better than Anti-Mage with his build. He's got an Imp Claw as well. Not really a good Juggernaut item. I don't know why the Radiant are so desperate to fight here. I mean, that is pretty damn low. They will find a kill on Tim. Little right-click. Gets the root. Yeah, gets the coil. Why do I keep calling it a root? It's not a root. It is a coil. You are held in place. Nat, just going so aggressive.
Okay.
Nothing can take this man down. Ollie, you're going to go down if you're not careful. He does have Surge. He does also have Aghanims. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it does allow you to immediately double Iron Shell waves, double Iron Shell your team. Taking a lot of damage there, Oliver. Surge again, okay, we'll be fine. I reckon Super Noodles should have... he chose to outrun it. Yeah. I reckon Ollie should have gone... not Ollie, Super Noodles should have gone Atos.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blink on Juggernaut? I love it. No, he hasn't. But,
okay.
But this is just... I don't know why I mentioned this, but... You know you can blink mid-Omni Slash, so if someone blinks away from you in Omni, if you're quick enough, you can blink after them.
Meanwhile, Nash was killing the Anti-Mage.
Without even Dream Coil. Didn't even need to Dream Coil.
Silence them.
That's interesting. Did you see that?
Yeah, what?
See what happened to Deutsch? He started his Omni, got glimpsed mid-Omni, and kept ulting the Ancients.
That was interesting.
That was quite funny. I think Super Noodles is a little bit dead. He's in the enemy base.
Greedy boy.
Nice use of the courier to get a little bit of vision there.
Yeah, it's just going to get worse though, because he's going to get Ags on coil soon, and it lasts even longer then.
I mean, he's already level 18. He's got rank 3. Oh no, somewhat spit out of position. Nat, he goes in. Nat is playing so aggressive, he knows how high level he is. He's not scared at all. Out comes the wall, but you don't really have vacuum for it. Winter's Curse. Ollie is going to punch Juju to death, which he does. It's pretty bad when you're getting punched to death by a Darkseer. Nat just goes more and more aggressive. He's swapping to Ollie. Just blinks in front of him. But Ollie does have max rank Surge, so he is absolutely fine.
Well, he's got the Ags now on Nat. He's got the gold for it.
On Nat. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
So it does make coil last longer. The duration goes up from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. The stun goes up to 4.5 seconds. And it's BKB piercing.
BKB.
So at that point, what do? You don't want a 4.5 second stun, but do you want to sit in coil for 8 seconds? It's really nasty. Do you know you can Wind Waker out of the coil? But that's a 7,000 gold item, so I don't think anyone's picking that up quickly. I know Ember can build it sometimes, but you don't have time. He's not even got normal use yet. Who are we chasing? Not Anti-Mage, right? Has he got Battle Fury? Yes, he does, but that's all he's got.
Hooray. 22 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, he's still third on net worth, to be fair. But he is 0-5-0. This is not a good game for the Dire.
I mean, when the other two calls on the enemy team are almost doubling.
There's a Bullwhip just chilling. Whose Bullwhip is that?
I want to say it's Radiant, but I'm not sure. Wait, no, is it Dire's?
I think Dire dropped a Bullwhip.
It's Dire's, yeah. Okay.
And they killed a courier that was trying to pick it up as well. Even better. Yeah, I think the XP difference says it all. It's about nearly 20,000 experience different at 23 minutes. Now they're just going to take Roche. They definitely can.
The Wyvern's got a blink.
Nice. So
help.
ready to engage. I mean, the Wyvern is really rich for a support. He's so far ahead of where he should be.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's 3-1-10. Let's have a look at the KDAs. 11-1 Puck, 4-0 Jug, 4-3 Nyx, 3-1 Wyvern. And Noodles, to make it even better, right? Noodles is going for an aura build. And when you have a team that are winning the early game and want to win early and want to fight as a team, you've got someone who's got every single aura known to man. Well, Guardian Greaves and Pipe up soon. I don't think the Dire will ever be able to get through anyone. I think it's looking pretty bad for the Dire.
Oh, there's an Aegis on Puck now. I don't know how they killed him twice, because they haven't been able to do it once, really. Oh, and the Ember's dead.
Gets the last hit with Dreamcore, which I believe does 100 damage. No, it goes up to 275. I didn't realize the damage went that high. What happened in Anti-Mage? Well, why is Noodle so far away now? He changed his camera to a better angle, and now he's miles away.
They're so small.
I don't know, why is he so far away? I don't understand.
Radiant's middle tower.
You wanted to change from one extreme to the other.
You know what, one thing I've noticed I do in ranked games, or normal games, because I'm so used to casting, I do this really smooth camera movement when I'm playing as well, and it's completely unnecessary. And I don't need to smoothly move my camera around. They've got Nat, but it doesn't matter because he's got the age. I don't think he's in danger anyway. You can pop smolts in, but you've got Glimmer Cape, you've got Healing Ward, you've got so much on the Radiant team to push. Healing Ward plus Underlord, Guardian Greaves, and Pipe. Or Pipe soon. So that means the tower aura is gone as well. Dreamcore up in 10 seconds. I just don't think the Dire have anything. I think it's all over.
No, they're too far behind that then.
Yeah, they are. I think the GG is going to be called soon. I think they might as well call it now. There is a buyback. They're going to do it for one more fight. Royds absolutely could not do anything as Anti-Mage this game. I think it was a really, really good draft by the Radiant. And a greedy draft. Look at the Dreamcore. It's got literally everybody apart from Tim. Out comes the Omni Slash. No, they cannot leave. Are you going to spin Anti-Mage to death? No, because Royds takes practically no magic damage. Debate Mail playing too greedy as always. Royds nearly dying in base. Okay,
And
no, the game's not over yet. They're going to TP home. Yeah, there you go.
The TP mid push it out.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to win now. You're going to have the Pipe up soon. Pipe is a very, very, very expensive recipe. It's 1,500. I wonder if it's even worth it these days. Unless you're against a very heavy magic damage team.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, do you want to pay 1,550 for the active?
I guess the alternative is you buy Eternal Shroud and sit in front of Ion Shell to get mana back.
Yeah, Eternal Shroud is more greedy, but I guess Pipe is still helping your team. And the aura is still good on Pipe. 10% magic resist for you and everyone.
I guess you kind of benefit from the Spell-Light Steal as well, because your Spell-Light Steal a fair bit off the Firestorm.
Yes, I guess it's all about protecting your team in the creep wave though. They are just going to win now. Healing Ward is ready. There it is. We've still got Aegis.
I got Pipe Breathes now.
There we go. They're going in. Dire. They've used the ward. They've used the vacuum. They've got a massive ult. But out comes the Winter's Curse. Beautiful from someone. Out comes a massive Dreamcore. You've got 3-man Dreamcore. Tim, he does manage to break it with the Nether Strike, but he's going to be right click. Nat is taking absolutely no damage. Just standing his ground. Never mind. Quite a bit of burst came out at the end. But I think Nat's not in any danger. Actually, he doesn't manage to get the phase shift off. Glimmer Cape. Somewhat is just keeping his whole team alive. Keeping his twin alive anyway. That is some brotherly support right there. Somewhat is literally protecting everyone in his team. He gets the big ults off, he gets the cold embraces, he's got Glimmer Cape. It's just beautiful. Look at that, just going in again. In fact, he dives aggressively. Yes, he will die, but they've used vacuum. Oh, they were waiting. That was 450 pure damage. That would have killed Anti-Mage.
That would definitely have killed him.
I mean, how much? That's like a third of Anti-Mage's health.
Yeah. He's not very tanky.
We're going for the last tower now. We've got Pipe up in 3 seconds and that. He's going in aggressively again. He's trying to kill Tim. Can't quite get him. Roy's just going in. He doesn't have his ult. Taking so much damage.
Coil's up soon.
I mean, they're just waiting to take the racks now. Healing Ward is still at the ready. They're not even popping it.
Yeah.
There comes the Pipe.
That last curse didn't do a lot because it was on the Spirit Breaker who was on Bulldoze. So it lost.
Yeah. That does happen. But it was enough to just buy them some time. Puck is in no danger. Juggernaut got the spin out. Duji's gone in. They're trying to be as aggressive as they can, but somewhat he's kept himself alive with the cold embrace. Tim's going to go down. They just can't go in. They have no vacuum wall. Void ult lasts about half a second, so not ideal. They've still got healing ward. Use the healing ward, man. Ollie is running in. They've got Guardian Greaves. So much healing auras. Doige is going to have to spin. They have used the wall, and they're just going to back off. Huddle up. Oh, they're all very, very low. Oh, they brought somewhat back. Poor guy. In fact, he could actually get his ult off. Might be able to kill someone. Bit late now, though.
He needed to delimicate if he wanted to survive that.
Yeah, but he's going to go down. They've nearly taken every single building, though. They're just waiting on the melee racks in the bot lane, so I don't think it looks pretty good for the Dire. This game is already 23,000 gold in the Radiant's favour.
You know it's bad when the Radiant pos 5 is above your mid.
Somewhat clapping on camera. I wish I had more time to look at the cameras. Somewhat has done so well. And I know the MVP, it's easy to say it's Nat this game on Puck, and it pretty much is, right? We're going to have to give it to him. But I think if there was a second call, it's definitely Somewhat. He has played so well on the Wyvern, keeping his distance, somehow ending up really rich, glimmer caping pretty much perfectly all the time. Great cold embraces as well, just, you know, mastery of his skills. Ollie finally gets the vacuum talent.
So he glimpsed the Wyvern because he was the only one that was moving, because otherwise it would have been too quick for the Underlord ult.
Maybe true.
No, he was saying it in all chat.
Oh, right, okay. So Veteran actually explaining to the enemy team his choices. Debate Mel, he's not... Okay, the Glimmer Cape does get off the Veteran, but I think Veteran's in trouble. We've still got the Dream Core to go. Interesting that he got put in Searing Chains, but... Oh, you can phase shift. Can you phase shift in Searing Chains?
Yes.
I thought... Oh, you can. Yes, you can. You can't Illusory Orb, but you can
yeah,
phase
it used to be the other way around. They switched it.
Ah, right. He has gone for Dagon on Puck now.
Debate
Mel's going for it as well. He does also have his talent. Out comes the vacuum wall, but he doesn't actually get anyone. And I mean, Roy's had to go back to base. Absolutely no mana. They're taking the final racks. There's the Megas. 30-minute Megas. I think it's going to be GG. They haven't called it just yet. Looks like it's going to be one final fight. Somewhat blinks in, gets nobody. Uses it on Veteran, but didn't expect everyone to go away. Sits in cold embrace. Nules is being beaten down, but he's still got all of his auras up. Now just firing out so many attacks. Got a big Dream Claw. I think Juggernaut's in trouble, so they will kill Doige. Noodles is being bashed to death by Tim. A Spirit Breaker 5 levels below him is hurting him. In fact, this is a good fight for the Dire.
I don't know if you caught that, but Anti-Mage managed to dodge the coil.
Ah, very high skill. I think Tibetmo's in a little bit of trouble now. Yes,
wow,
he
that
is.
actually went quite well. Oh no.
Nat turns around. We'll find a kill on duty.
There you go.
Gets another kill. Waiting out the Thunderstrike. And he's out.
He's not even there.
Glimpse.
Oh,
He's back.
He's on no mana.
Phase shift. Oh, what's my camera doing? Bad camera work. Sorry. Tim chasing him. Tim is half the level of Puck. Nice little phase shift onto the high ground. And then blink. Nat, so slippery, man. What is his level? He's 15, 1, and 12. He is level 24. The next highest level is 18. This is one very, very strong Puck. He's nearly got Dagon 5 as well. In fact, he's about 400, 300 gold from max Dagon. He should have gone the spell amp talent, really.
Yeah, I guess you take the Waning Rift talent this game because you're not really right-clicking.
Yeah, the Waning Rift is an incredible buff. Plus 275 range when you've already got 150 range. Yes, please.
Psychic Headband on Dire. I guess you'd probably put that on Disruptor. Some big cast
Does
range.
okay, when you go Waning Rift, yeah, it's got a cast range as well, doesn't it? 300 range.
Yeah.
So when you get the cast range talent, you can jump further, but it doesn't make the AoE bigger, right?
Correct.
But then when you get the next talent, both the jump and the AoE get bigger, so you end up with this nearly 1,000 or like 700 cast range with, what is it? It's 300 cast range plus 150 on 275.
725?
Yes.
Something like that?
Yeah, 725.
Pretty long.
725 is a long cast range for an instant cast spell. Easy Roche. I mean, they don't really need it now, right? It's just Megas. Might as well run in and end this game.
Yeah, he's going to be 25 after this creep camp on that as well.
I did expect how much Nat would crush this game, to be fair. I was calling it out, and it was such a good Puck game. It was the ultimate Puck game. And then Nat is playing Puck so well at the moment. I don't know if he's become a mid player. I haven't been keeping up with his solo queue escapades. But, I mean, he really knows what he's doing on this hero. I'm impressed. I feel like I should be learning from this Puck play. That's why he's immortal and I'm only Divine 3, like a scrub.
Here comes the push. Rapier queued up on Ember, but I don't think he's going to get it in time.
Absolutely not. I like that he did actually pick up the Demon Edge, but there's no time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're losing their tier 4s now. You've got the Megas coming in. Then you can pipe the Megas. You can grieve the Megas. I don't see any way they clear them. Ollie, vacuum wall, but doesn't actually vacuum them close enough. Only spawns one illusion. They immediately kill Veterans. He's going to go down. That goes in with the Dream Core. I can't see any way of Ollie getting out of this. Nice yours to cancel with another strike. Doge, he's pretty low though. Pops the cheese. Ult. Deletes Tim. There's already 2 buybacks been used, but there isn't one from Tim. Mana Void has been used, but Anti-Mage is still going to go down. No buyback. I think the Dire are on the run. Yes, they did manage to kill somewhat, but look at Juju. Nice use of the Pit of Malice. Going to keep him trapped. He does yours himself, but out comes the Firestorm wave. Going to bring him down.
And has buyback.
He does. He is doing a lot of damage, but it's not enough. He's trying his absolute hardest to get in there to do as much as he can. Just permanently rooted. Look at the damage.
Yeah.
The Radiant have so much control. GG is called, and that's going to be game.
400 of Anton.
Oh, the little cheeky Vendetta in the fountain. Respect tip from Roids. I like that. Admire Roids for that.
Well then.
I mean, that was, all in all, an absolute slaughter from the Radiant. But well done to Nat, and well done to Somewhat for some fantastic Wyvern plays. Just all-round good Dota and really good draft. The drafting was basically near perfect, I think, on the Radiant team. It countered Dire so elegantly.
Took about 20 minutes for Dota Plus to decide the game was over.
Yeah, so it was like, and then 20 minutes, it's like, yeah, it's done. Brexx, you get 1,300 channel points.
Hooray. I bet on the easiest puck game of all time.
I think that makes sense. I mean, it does help that we sit here and analyze the draft, but then all the people in chat are listening to us too. So, you know, anyway, enjoy the points.